Well, everyone, hello and welcome to Prague. Welcome to this journey, and you see all those places you probably are very familiar with right now. And, well, welcome to a new day and welcome to a new era, because now we have entered the era of modern industry. Modern audience is something that will come in about 60 years, but you are here perfectly right now. Before we delve into what that means, let me, get back to a few stuff. One of them is these locomotives. We are about to throw in a lot of cabins. So we have our export steam loco. That's this one. Yeah, the PM2. Yeah, come in, and you can export some trams, and wait until loaded. That's what we need. By the way, you can do this also via vehicles, and just you could be pressing this thing. So that's how it works. Let's keep this window open a little bit, and let's come to this station. It can have 46 cabins, and at this time we will surely need most of those, because those will be coming to the steel mill, and I don't know why I'm pausing that much. So 46 of these. Again, if you are not willing to count, you can simply just look at how much they are doing. Yeah, 46, and there we are. Yes, again, we will need to transport them around, but that's the way it is. Anyway, if I will take a look what's burning. Okay, that's fine. If we take a look at some cargo wagons with a nice capacity, maybe, no. We are having new wagons for, of Soviet Union. And those are much better than those that we have right now. And even though these are not the ones I am used to, it would feel fine if we would be able to, get them. Let me check one thing. No mods. And I would like to have a wagon. I cannot probably change it right now. And I would really love to. Okay, cargo wagon. Yeah, we can filter at least these two. EAS are 1979. That's not going to happen. And then there are even better ones, but I have absolutely no idea how the fact they are called. OM Castle, Hanover GZ, false. Yeah, 1972. That's a long way to go. That's a long way to go, and so I'm going to buy these one. Let me just check one little stuff, and that's economy and trade, and yeah, prices. Because steel price makes a, makes a big of a difference. Yeah, it is going up, but it's past the surge, because I remember there has been one. So, yeah, what we'll do is we are going to buy some of these. Well, not some of these, but a license for this wagon. It costs some money, but it's not too big of a deal. And yep, I'm going to order some of those. How many? I have no idea. What are we transporting around? We are transporting around coal. We are transporting around gravel. A little bit of gravel. But quite a lot of coal. Let's start with 20. So, come in. Okay, I need to do it like this. Let's start with 20 of these wagons. I don't know how many of them I will need. But it will be fine. Anyway, this guy can download anything new. I'm setting trams. So even if I forget, and they will manufacture all of those, cableway cabins, this guy will only load trams and will not export our fresh, newly made wagons. It's quite important. Because I'm not manufacturing them, for them to be sold to customs. We are having a problem of not big enough capacity in a police station. Okay, that's not great. How about these guys? Yeah, they are way behind again. Okay. Just, get on it as much as you can. Hopefully these will they will get through most of these. Probably not all, but at least, most of these. Because sudden rush of workers definitely should help. And therefore, they will not scream at us again. Because now you can see they are finishing this case. These cases they will not start probably. These probably not as well. But these things they can get to. Because they will speed run through all of these. Due to, how many people there will be working. So that should be fine. We'll see. Currently they are working on some of these big ones. Even this one and this one. Oh yeah, that's cool. We'll monitor it a little bit. But it's nothing too problematic. What we started here is the commune. And I commented it in the Czech video, and then I completely forgot to, to finish it somehow. So here we are to do it. Here we are to actually finish what has been started. And sorry guys, you are going to get disconnected, and the same will, go for these small but nice pieces. This is, yeah, a gravel road. One could say even a simple gravel road. But nothing is too simple. You already know that. But hey, here we are doing what is needed. I placed here the big commune, the biggest one I have. This is for a huge commune. This is for 400 workers. Because we established that we need around 100 workers for it to work. Including the fire station and stuff like that. We'll see if that is true or not. And if you want, you can take notes. I'll give you a little bit of time. Well, you can pause the video. And now we are starting. Because I'm thinking about adding, for example, the medium commune for, another 60 workers. That might actually happen. But it's not. It is probably not needed. So we'll see, and we can temporarily add them, or add more of those. We'll see. But now, let's do it. We have a fire station. Let's start from the infrastructure part. We have a fire station that can have up to 30 workers. We are going to need like 20, but you can count 30 per shift if you really want. Now. We need a kindergarten. The smallest one for 120 kids, that's definitely enough, is for 10 workers and 100 kids. That feels okay. So that's what we will have here. I'm not sure where to place it, but yeah. Educational infrastructure can probably get can probably get built right at this side. For them to, you know, actually like sports, we can actually we can build a playground, and also we can give them some football playground, because almost everybody likes to play football, right? Right? Yeah, I think so. By the way, this is a road, a future road, so that's what we will absolutely connect. So just keep that in mind, that I will actually connect this to something. I don't know where to, but I definitely will connect it to somewhere. Also, there will be this a little range connection. But what I will do, and what I am having, this is a tram stop, because I have added a small vehicle repair station. These guys will man it, because it might be needed in the area. And I will connect this one, you know, in an important manner. And while we are at it, do I want to connect it right away with tram tracks? No, I don't. But I would like to have it connected with, you know, gravel, and, you know, let me know when you're done. No harm meant, and no harm taken. Great. Let's move on, because there's a lot of stuff to do, and we do not want to drag this, right? Fine. So next, we got kids. We got school. There is a school for 7 plus 7 workers. I don't even think it's necessary as a full capacity, but hey, it might be. And we can definitely plop it right behind. What we are going to get our guys, are these big containers. I will place them right here. And if I'll do, you know, this is 40 meters, this is 41, it's 80. So even this playground, the football field, will definitely be in range. So I'm not worried that it will not get covered. Everything else will surely get covered. It's a commune. No problems. No problems needed, or, you know, happening yet. By the way, there could be absolutely waste pickup for these guys, and if we are going to be a little bit cheesy, we can actually pick up the waste from here as well, because 86 meters walking range. Yeah, someone from the fire station will time to time get to there. Cool, right? Yeah, I think so. By the way, these guys are probably cannot drive anywhere. Is that so? Yeah, it feels like it. Yeah, sucks to be you. I would like to have at least some of these done relatively soon. Please. And thank you. Good. Also, this is a sewage outlet. We are definitely going to connect to that one. Don't worry. And the vehicle service station have a big storage, because it will have, you know, one thing connected to it as well, and that's a reconstruction office. That's a thing that will definitely find its utilization around here, around these parts. And it can go, you know, up to there, up to the crutch and so on. So yeah, that's what will happen. Do I want to place it closer to houses or closer to the storage? I have no idea, but I will probably need it somewhere anyways. And what we are probably how are we going to handle waste? That's the tricky part. Because are we going to... If we are going to use big trucks, that shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, okay. Big trucks are fine. Good. Fire station we need a clinic. A small clinic is about... No, it's... Small clinic is small. Yeah, that's probably not a better word to describe it. So, yeah, we can even attach it like close to the school. Not a big deal. And this means only one thing, that this will have like 2 waste containers for hazardous material. But that's not a problem. Like, not at all. So that will be cool. What else? Kids, universities. No universities. Police station. The funny part is that the small police station is for 12 workers, but requires Soviet modernism. That's in like 1960. Nope. We are going to build this small one. And where are we going to put it? Yeah, I don't know. But it will be fun. It would be interesting if we would be able to put it, you know, in the direction of these guys. So, actually, we can have it right at the side. Yep, that's where it is. No need to overthink. No need to overthink it. Courthouse and all those things are not going to happen. Rathaus. You know, all these things. Let's remove the commune. Take a look at the part, and I have this historic town hall as a mod. And I really think it fits here. So when in need, I will simply build this as a central building, because it might look nice. It might do what we need it to do. And it might just stay here and look good. That's all where we are. Okay. So that's these parts. Monitoring station. Pollution monitoring. Yeah. What can cause pollution here? Waste. What else? Heating. Do we need heating? Yes, we do. How big heating do we need? Not much. But we can definitely utilize at least a small heating plant. And you know what? This thing can get supplied via train. The heating plant not. Are we going to parasite on this thing and just steal coal from there? Can you? Is that even something you can do it? Because I genuinely do not know. Or are we going to, you know, just add? Well, we will use trucks to do this. Okay? This thing can consume at most 2.1 tons. It produces 42 gigajoules. It's the modern small heating plant. This one did 30. This one does 42. Times 5. It's 210 meters. Meters squared. Cubic meters. Not squared. Cubic. That's absolutely more than all of this will need. Like, if you take a look at the huge commune, I don't know where under what it's listed, but if you look at the huge commune, for example, it needs like 21 meters. Like, yeah, we're well past this. It's not a problem. Like, not a problem at all. The good part about it, it's 7 tons per year, but it can definitely be in reach for people to, you know, walk to it. I will still add, you know, some heat exchangers, but it will definitely be in range from the huge commune. It would be funny if I place a smaller one, you know, closer here, like, yeah, you can feed it. Okay. Yeah, the biggest point right now here is it will get fed by direct access of workers. And 300 meters is maybe too lazy. Now let's do 350. Because people can walk like 480, so be nice. And we'll definitely need some storage, just to be sure. We can bump this storage with trucks. We can also make a station here and then deliver trucks from there, and even, you know, to Hlubočepy, or we can have a, you know, station from at Hlubočepy and to supply it from there. I don't know, but till that thing happen, I want the storage to be part of our stuff. And you know, the road connection is down here, so T and flip it. That feels fine. Good. Because what can happen as well, and now I'm curious. Unloading station for the stuff. Yeah, if we would need to, we would be able to connect to this side or to this side, like, you know, a small cableway like what we used to. So that might happen. Good. We're missing steel. Yeah, that's understandable. Demolition done. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so this is what we'll have. Just so I don't forget. Something like a small heat exchanger. Yeah, probably the school area is the better receiver of it all. Yeah. But it feels like needed here. So that's where we are. Good. I'm not doing power and stuff. Power will be probably, no, maybe not somewhere here, but somewhere, you know, definitely closer to all of this. Or maybe behind. It might be behind actually, because there's not much that will be happening here, and you know, fire trucks will definitely have a close wait. So good. Water will get sourced locally, or will get delivered by, well, it will not be delivered by truck, and it will definitely be not, you know, dragged out from there. So probably. Yeah, probably across. Would be cool. We might build it here and just let people walk there. That would be cool. Can we take a look at it? Like a small. This is a really small one. Yeah, I like this one. Things in modern times are much more compact, apparently. So that's what we'll get. We can have the big water tower. How big is this one? One is 70, that's not enough. Oh, we do not need people to walk there. You know why? Because we are in fucking modern times, so it doesn't need workers. Yay! I kind of wanted people to go there. Yeah, but, well, not needed. So, apparently, fine. So, let's just plop it in the forest and call it a day, because Nothing more is needed apparently. I forgot. We'll still need the water pump. Don't worry. These things do not burn, so I'm not afraid. So, yeah, just a big pipe up. And then it will, you know, go down and maybe back up again. Sure. Yeah, here we are. Things connected, and you know what I'll do? I will basically add a second pump. Where to? I don't know. Maybe here. By the way, we have to... Yeah, this might be interesting. Because this thing will need water. And we are going to have a water. So... yeah, I will split this. But later, not now. This thing have a footpath up here. So it can definitely have something that requires a footpath above. Yeah, that's where we go. And you know what? Let's assure some dominance. This is a water tower. It's not a sizing tower. But pressurized water is a nice thing. So, that's what we are going to have. Yeah, I will then need to, again, bring those pipes down and make it happen. Or, you know, not do it at all, because we might not need it. We might use a water truck, but fine. Sewage, I will do behind the camera. It will be super easy. By the way, pollution monitoring station is probably justified because this thing and you know, all of these things basically. So let's plop one right here. What do we need? Living quarters, we have this block. It's one building. We need some shopping center. We can have a modern one, we can. I will build this shop. This shop will be very in range. But instead of a distribution office, I will build the biggest cargo station that we have available, the 6th slot one. And we are going to supply this small shop with big trucks. Not a distribution office, just big trucks. Because that feels like something that needs to happen. And I simply do not know a better way. So, that is a shop. Alcohol. Alcohol is tricky because alcohol you cannot do like this. There used to be times where the basic pub did have a factory connection. You know, not a thing anymore. Like, for a very, very long time, that's not a thing anymore. I have this lovely pub from, you know, modern Wicom. It's a real pub, it's really modeled this way, but I'm not doing it. I'm not doing a pub here. Because pubs are loud. And I cannot supply the pub, that's the reason. Pubs need distribution office. But to be fair, people do not drink that much. So if it can handle 7.5 tons of alcohol, I can probably supply it with just something like an Emax. Like, you know, import-export. Okay, I'll give it a chance. Might actually might actually be good. Okay, so now we are having a pub, and yeah, this is a supply way, so cool. This needs to be a direct footpath, so that's why I'm leaving such a strange space. And walk with lamps. I'm out of my mind. Well, we're here, so anyway. What else? House of Culture. Yeah. We can have this one for, 5:30. We can have this one for 5:30. Which one is better? We can do the old era, basically. So let's do old era. It has 2 entrances. That's why it's a victory. Can you make it like, can you actually, just put it like here? Will they be able to come here from a sport? We do not have a covered sport. But that will be fixed. Yeah, that's not a problem. Okay. The House of Culture. It will get connected. No attractions. No radio. And for a sport, I will use probably my favorite mod, I would call it. It's called the bowling alley. It's looking lovely. I really like those pins standing out there. And since we have a pub, I know exactly where this thing belongs. Maybe even, stand like this. It's not cool. Okay. Can you rotate it? Somewhat. Yeah, this feels okay. Can this be connected? Yeah, it can this be connected. Can be connected. So, yeah, that's fine. All of these, well, except these guys. No, all of these will probably be connected to some waste containers. I might do, well, not might, I will do extra waste stands here because they feel like they belong here. So that's where we are. And yeah, there are some bus stops. You know what? We can have a turn. And no, this calls for a roundabout. It will be much easier thing to do. F4. Yeah, this one the other way. And here we are. Where do we start? I don't know. Again, I will use the verified design of, it works, don't change it. So, how many connections do we need actually? I don't know, probably all 4. So, those are these 2. And these 2. Now, this is the route from the commune. So it might not be the hottest contender for, actual high throughput usage, but well, one never knows. So here we are, and this is the last point. So yeah, we are definitely coming through. This is a vehicle repair station. Do I want to go in here or not? I feel like no is the correct answer. And we'll just join in. Yeah, we'll just join in here, but well, not now. Because there's already so many stuff that we can and need to do. So this is where it will, you know, continue. And yeah, this is your footpath. And here will be another one, but well, that's for another time. Okay. We have the design. We have the small city part done. There's not many things we need and haven't done yet, but one of them are technical services. That's definitely something that needs to be here. And I will simply place them under the embankment. We also need a fuel station. Yeah, Soviet modernism is not happening right now, so yeah, you got these guys. Not a big problem. Yeah, too many cases, I know. That's why we're doing things up there. It will happen. Not now, but soon. You know what, guys? Footpaths are not needed, but you can definitely bring the concrete here. Oh, but they look like they are coming, so should be fine. And there we are. We will need a transformer. This is a fire station. Do we need to get this thing covered as well? Might need to actually, but that's... To be fair, I can even... Yes. This thing needs to be connected. Well, is best connected and placed next to a fire station. So that's what we'll have. It will be just a local stuff. I know that I generally use fences and, you know, all that jazz around. But this feels like it... This almost feels like it belongs here. And we can still, you know, fence it around if we would want to. After some time. But yeah, this feels like the best way to do it. And so that's where we are. We do not need more houses. What we need are only, you know, if we would need to, we can do a waste part here, but that will not happen. So I'm not doing a waste burner or anything like that. That's why we have the extra big technical services, because they will cover all of this. But what we need and what we want are, you know, local reconstruction office. We do not need it very close to anything of ours. But it's definitely something. It's definitely something I want to build. So that's these guys, and probably basic open storage. Or we can give them 2 of these. Yeah, that feels like a workable stuff. Because these guys will be, you know... I need a new name. I'm not pronouncing Switch. That's definitely not Czech. Where are we down here? It's not Podoli, because Podoli is down there. Where on map are we? It's Branik? Yeah, but Branik is, you know, here. Yeah. Because these here are technically not Branik, but there will be, you know, Hotkovičky, which is, you know, this valley. I need to come up with a different name. But I'm absolutely empty. So I will need to improvise something. So, well, you'll see that in a future episode. I'm currently unable to come up with anything. So let's take a look. Yeah, these guys are absolutely fine now. So going down to like 35. And these guys are fine as well. So again, 35. That's where it might actually end. Crime comes in waves. And once you are unable to catch the wave, it will take you down. Yep, you can see 21% police weren't able. Like, you know, this year, still fine, technically, but wow. Not great, actually. 72, that's a big number. Okay, let's end with 30. That's probably where the value needs to get. It overflowed at 5. So did overflow at 5, so that's where we are, or that's where we were at least. There are some buildings that need to get done as well. We're not doing anything with these guys as well. What I bought, let's take a look at one more thing. I bought some licenses. Yes, you are making the cabins, so you can go to customs house now. I bought some licenses, and it should mean, yeah, we have these RF microbuses. If you do not know, they didn't cost that much. Those are these vehicles. They are cute. And they will be needed and used for some of these travels. We also should have a lot of vehicles. One of them should definitely be for meat to Srishkov, and this guy is getting finished, which is fine. But I'm going to buy this truck and send it down here, because that's a depot, and I will definitely order it to... Cannot export meat. Yeah, I will. I'm going to help you. Because you come here, you'll wait until loaded, and you know what we are going to do. I'm going to probably... I was going to scrap this vehicle, but it's probably not the best thing to do, actually. This guy is here with a truck, but you will load a vehicle and you can transport 6.5 tons. So then you will unload until 10%. You might unload here as well, because you will definitely go around. Once you're done, you can just, you know, get yourself to a depot and never go around. And you, my friend, then we'll go to the big shop and wait until unloaded. Go. And about these microbuses, I am absolutely going to utilize them in this area. You know why? If you're interested, we are nearing the completion of a heating plant, but we have no way to move in workers to the city and then deliver them to the heating plant. Yes, we are having like almost 600 workers without their own flat. But after these things get done, will get done, we have coal. Let me know when there's no coal. Actually, pretty important stuff to take care about. Are you not having any cranes? Seriously? Like, there's one where you are. Yeah, the prefab house. Come on, now we have more cranes. Even more cranes. Like, there's just one. It's definitely not enough. And these guys have that. That's like, that's 2 cranes. Okay, 2 cranes are not enough, right? 2 cranes are definitely not enough. We want more. So for 7, those are these 2 guys. We actually, yeah, we want this thing to get done. How many? Yeah, that's just 1 bus. Okay. And these guys, and then these guys. That should be fine. Yeah, you can finish this one as well, because that one will absolutely be needed. Are you going to have power? You are, because we have power here. That's actually nice. Nice thing to have. And we have the heat pumping station. Yeah. Once this is done, we would be able to jump start the whole area. And I definitely hope that it will be enough. And we can we start these to deliver those cable-away cabins? I don't know. How did we even do it before? I think I know the answer. Yeah, something like this. We have a train that was going to the locomotive storage. But we are manufacturing locomotive like what was intended from the start. Yeah, I know. You need more cases. Cool. Yeah, it was this one. Good. Are you done? I think these guys will be done before the train will get there, so... You go to customs house. Cool. Then you will come to this, whatever this is. You will load cableway cabins for personal ones. Then you will go all the way down. Where the fuck that is? I got lost. Ah, here. Cool. To Vysočany, you will unload those. Obviously, those, you know, cableways. And then you will go through your station. The way you should. And towards here. That's fine. I'm not mad at you. Yeah, that's not a good sentence. That gets people killed. I think we can send it. I'm not sure it will collect all of those. all of those Pokemons, but can definitely try. So move to the next spot. And as winter is coming, this is the last view we are going to see. You can see those trams, you can see our containers. And I really like the way it looks. I hope you do too. See you in future episodes. Bye bye.